You're listening to the Magnetic Boss Podcast. I'm your host, Calandra Martin, intuitive brand designer for spiritual entrepreneurs. The Magnetic Boss Podcast is where visionaries come together to openly share wisdom and authentic conversations. I know that you are ready to leave your legacy in the world and become sought out in your industry. I also know that you are sick and tired of getting overlooked. You're ready to have a magnetic business. I'm here to help you create your magnetic brand. It's my mission to help you show up confidently with a professional, irresistible online presence. If you're in this for the long game and all in on the big vision you have for your business, let's dive in. To talk about brand positioning and leadership today. This has been coming up as a common theme in my world with my clients and with the women that I'm attracting into my business. And of course, it is the beginning of a new year, so this is at the forefront of our minds when it comes to goal setting and looking at our big vision and figuring out what the hell it is that we are even doing. So if you're feeling like you're lacking clarity or you are feeling like there is an evolution happening, this is the episode for you. I want to start by saying that you're already 1,000 times more qualified than most people. If you have been doing what you do for any length of time, in a way that allows you to feel like you have a level of expertise. And that doesn't mean you think you're the best of the best, but if you feel like you have a knowing and understanding of what you're here to bring to the table, you're already qualified. The positioning of your brand requires you to have this understanding. Now, what I'm seeing happen a lot is that women are reaching an evolution or a tipping point. So if your brand is still reflecting who you were when you started your business, it's probably costing you now. And this could be a monetary cost. It could be an energetic cost. It could be feeling like you are showing up and not reaching your potential. It could be showing up and having people misunderstand you or feeling like you're not being seen or heard. And it's likely because you are representing your brand as an older version of who you were. So what I love to leverage in branding is this knowing that early vision positioning isn't designed to hold the mature leadership, the version of you and your brand and your business that has this elite level, that has this tipping point, right? You have surpassed the ceilings that you once set for yourself. And at some point in your business, growth is going to require a brand that can carry your authority, that can carry the nuances and the multifaceted layers of your brand and your business, and have the opportunity and the capacity for scalability. And this is where a lot of successful entrepreneurs find themselves stuck. Because it was me, myself, and I, and now it's me, myself, and a bunch of other people. Whether you're outsourcing and have a team or not, scalability looks like being able to surpass your individual energetic bandwidth, whether that's through courses and programs or digital downloads or whatever your offer suite looks like. So when we're talking about your brand positioning, we're not just talking about potential, right? Of course, we all have the potential to position our brands a certain way, but at some point we have to be talking about embodiment, the capacity and the desire that you have to hold the expansion, to hold the bigger vision that you have. So what I have seen work and what I've seen not work is very, very clear, right? There is this point where these epic, amazing businesses, they stall or they hide behind the shadows and they get stuck there for way too long. And it is having this knowing and understanding that you are qualified, you are capable, you are able to hold this big vision. But if you are getting stuck in the busy work, if you're getting stuck in the clarity and the nuances, then we need to stop being in this idea of effort, right? Effort does not always equal success. Oftentimes, effort puts a roadblock in our way or puts a wall up on what is inevitably ours. So my invitation for you today and a reflection that I want you to sit with is that if you're on the edge of evolution, what if now was the time to claim your position in the arena? And not just because you think that you're worthy, but because you know already intuitively, instinctually, naturally, that you are the whole damn arena. You already have that capacity. You already have that expansion. And now it's just time for you to claim it, to step into that. Because the growth that we're talking about and the thing that you are calling in doesn't always mean hustling more, right? This stage is not about working harder. It's about finding alignment. And alignment begins when you stop telling the story of who you were and you step into who you are now. And to do that really boldly. It is a total mindfuck. It is a roller coaster of figuring it out. And that is where I help women really allow themselves to claim that bigger vision and to figure out what is going to allow you to step into that next level? What is going to allow you to position your brand at this elevated level? And this looks like visuals. Yes, your first impression on people is so incredibly important, but also from an energetic standpoint, the way that you feel about your brand and the way that you feel about your business and how you're showing up and what your visibility strategy looks like and what your positioning is, if you can't get behind that, then the energetics are going to be off. So this is how I love supporting women, whether that's through done for you design, branding, and marketing, or through coaching. And this is something that I'm stepping more boldly myself into in 2026. I have been doing this for nearly a decade behind the scenes, and I'm bringing it to the forefront. So if this is speaking to you today, I invite you to book a call with me. We can get on a connection call and see where you're at and look at where you're going and how you can really step into this new version of you.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe wherever you are listening so you never miss a beat. For episode show notes, visit calandramartin.com/podcast. Your iTunes reviews and your sharing of the show helps us reach more magnetic bosses just like you. Until next time.